This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the Baltimore Ravens and their dynamic rookie quarterback Lamar Jackson face off with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, on 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And now some pointing up front and a flag down. This might just move them back 5.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here's Brett Kern now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They'll be led out by the 5th and final quarterback taken in the first round of this year's draft. From Louisville, here's Lamar Jackson.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll go on the ground. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
Coming off 3 straight Pro Bowls is Jarrell Casey, and at 6'1", 305 pounds, he has almost a unique size because he's built to play nose tackle, but he also can play a little bit of defensive end and rush the passer well. So that makes him a very difficult matchup for offensive lines, and he finds his way into the opposing backfields with regularity.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Open receiver line. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here.
Let's go! All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you.
Here's Brett Kern now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be taken at the 10. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here.
Early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
No. Check. Patriot, here we go. Patriot. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll run it here. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Set. Green 39.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got Snead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner, and he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And they'll go on the ground, trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee.
Let's go, guys.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And a good swarm to the football defensively.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, the guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a handoff looking right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly check it in just about a few inches here. On 2nd down, Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Here we go now.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
No. Check. Patriot.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. And now due to apparent time. And they'll run it here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most often at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
All right, here
toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On third down, Jackson. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to...
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Let's go, guys.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. Number 319.
And down he goes. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it... Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on for the 5th time here today.
Let's go, guys.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen, they see the blocks happen, they feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
The ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Patriot 39! Green 39!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Stadium just across the river from downtown Nashville. It's Raven football, and we rejoin the action in quarter number 3. Going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. Down Jackson on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile.
All right, here we go. No. Green 39! Green 39!
And they'll run it here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in, even though they have the lead, Charles, back up. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders. Lead the way, right?
No doubt about it.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a creep.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Here we go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Third and goal, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one?
And on the ground they go with a running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The linebacker, William Compton, in on the tackle.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Baltimore, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Nashville.